you ready to make technology work for you? Tune in to Act on Tech, the podcast where we break down the latest tech trends and show you how to boost your productivity at home and in your business. So, subscribe to Act on Tech today and visit alexcustomtech.com to see how we can take your business to the next level. That's Act on Tech, your guide to smarter tech for a smarter business. Alex Custom Tech, IT means integrity and trust.
Hi, welcome to Act on Tech. This is Alex of Alex Custom Tech, where we talk all things technology and how to use it to be more productive in business and in life. Today's episode is a practical. It's about something most small business don't even realize. You can build your own apps internally, or you can build your own internal applications without hiring a developer, without writing complex software, and without spending thousands of dollars. Let's talk about it. Now, the problem small businesses are having, and the one that I just solved, one of the reasons why I didn't do a podcast last week, right? Every small business eventually runs into this problem. What's the problem? We need a system for X, we need a system for Y, i.e., example, tracking inventory, logging inspections, managing field reports, tracking service calls, daily checklists, equipment logs. And usually one of these things happen. You start using paper to do this problem, to solve this problem, or you overpay for software that is an overkill for what you're trying to do. But there's a third option. Build exactly what you need. Okay, so let me blow your mind, right? In case you didn't know, and I'm talking to an audience that is maybe not be computer savvy. I don't know. I think my target audience is at this point. I'm talking to people who are tech savvy or very knowledgeable, because they're probably gonna disagree with some of the things that I say. I'm not knowledgeable at all. It's just that tech people are arrogant and they believe in their own doing things. But I'm just giving typical real world experience that I have and my years of experience, or decades if you want to say that, of doing this. Okay, so that being said, let me blow your mind in case you didn't know. If you're already using Google Sheets, Google Docs, and Google Form, you already have the foundation for building an internal business app. Let me explain. Google Sheet is not just a spreadsheet. It's a lightweight database, a reporting engine, an automation trigger, and a backend. All of that, right? Google Forms can feed data directly into Sheets, and Google Apps script can automate emails, reports, archiving, notification, daily summary, right? That's an internal app. You just built one if you're using those things. So what an internal app actually is, when I say internal app, I mean something you build for a particular problem you're having, for just to automate something or to make something simpler. That's what an internal app is, right? When people hear app, they think App Store, overdevelopment, iOS, Android coding. But most business apps are very simple, right? We're talking about simple mean like a structured data input system, a strong storage layer, a logical layer, a reporting output. That's it. That's all it is. And small businesses often only need that. You don't really need to build the next Uber or the next DoorDash or anything crazy, right? You just need a clean workflow. So real world example without telling you, and was I recently built a system that collects structured data, categorize it, sends automatic reports, archive the daily activity or the day's activity, clears the active sheet spreadsheet for the next cycle. So let's see what I just built. Collect structured data, categorize it, sends an automated report, archive the day's activity, then clears the active sheet for the next cycle, which is the next day. All inside Google Space. I'm going to put a pause here. The reason why I use Google, they already have that in their ecosystem. That's where they get their emails from, right? So they already have Google Workspace. So they already have. So yeah, it's nothing complicated. It was the business industry's transportation. I'm not gonna give you any names. They had a problem with keeping tracks of the shipping and receiving trailers, plus their own internal trailers. Every morning, the guys had to go out there and check for trailers to see what's in the yard, what's loaded, what's empty, what carriers are in the yard, what trailers they have that are empty, what trailers that they are loaded, and what the in-house trailers are, how many they are, whether they're loaded or empty, and if it was a reefer or not. And they needed to know what was red tag or what. So it's a very simple thing. You normally around the yard with a yard jockey, and he would actually write this stuff down. But I created an app he could have on a tablet that he could just do that, and then the information would go to the dispatchers and the managers who have the spreadsheet, and then they could send a summary of what's in the yard every morning, so they have a work through for that morning to know. And then I set it up also where they click a button and the sheet's cleared, it's restored somewhere else, and get a clean spreadsheet for the next day. All that I built with Google Workspace. I had to code some things out, but that's not hard. If you do it, there's always things you can look around, you can find how to code out each thing, but it's not hard to do. And I say that because I want to know it's actually something that I did, so I'm not just pulling it out of thin air. All inside Google Workspace, all inside Google Workspace. No external hosting, no complicated infrastructure, no subscription software they already have. Just logic, automation, and workflow design. That's the key. Not code for a sake of code. I'm repeat that. Not code for the sake of code. Just workflow design. Now, why does this matter for small business? Right? Here's the reality. Software companies build tools for the average company. That's not really customized, right? But workflow isn't average. It's specific. Every business is different. Every business might be the same business, but they might approach how they get to the finish line differently, and you want to customize something for that system, right? So when you build internally, you remove unnecessary features, you reduce costs, you increase clarity, which is something I am big on. Clarity, transparency, love that stuff. You control your data. That's one other thing, independence, and you can adapt quickly. And the most important, you understand your own system. Calling for some guy in India or someplace, and let's explain to him, and there's a language barrier of what you're trying to build. You build it in-house, and it's very easy to do. If I can do it, and I'm an idiot, you can do it too. All right. When should you not build your own apps? I want to make sure I put the con in this. here's when you shouldn't do it. You should not build your own app or your own system if one of these things apply. You need compliance heavily. Okay. You need compliance. Doctors, lawyers, dentists, right? Heavily regulated stuff, right? You're holding sensitive, regulated data, right? You don't understand workflow mapping. So if you're not you can't do that tree where A leads to B, leads to B, leads to C, leads to D. You can't map that out in your head. You can't see that visual in your head. You shouldn't be doing with this, because that's how computers work. That's how you design stuff. When you're doing any kind of application, little inside information I'm very tired. Inside information. When you're designing anything in computers, you have folders, and inside those folders there's a folder tree where you have different folders that stores different data and different stuff, and that's kind of how the computer reads it. It's very important you know how to do that and organize that the right way based on the platform you're using, because that's how you get a smooth workflow. You have to imagine it in your head or write it down, and then you design the application based off of that. You have to be able to understand workflow mapping. Now, also, if you can't maintain it, so if you can build it, you can maintain it, and that's the caveat. If you build it, you can maintain it. But if somebody else build it and you can't look at it and figure it out how it works, you're not technical savvy, you're not confident in that, then don't do it. So let's go over the don'ts. You need heavy infrastructure, right? Or if you're handling sensitively regulated data, or you don't understand workflow mapping, or you can't maintain it, then leave it alone. But if these things don't apply to you, go into Google Workspace and create an app. Inventory apps, all that stuff you can create, right? Google Workspace is more powerful than most people realize, and it doesn't cost much. Sometimes it's even free, right? Now, the bigger takeaway, the bigger lesson in this episode, right, is it's about mindset. Small business often think we're too small to build our own tools. The truth, you're small enough to build exactly what you need, right? You don't need enterprise level software like in my situation with this transportation company. What I needed, I put it together. It took me a little bit of time because I had to go back and forth. I had to build something, send it to them. I'll have to build something for them, send it to them, have them test it, see if it works in the way they want it to work. They'll give me feedback, and I'll make the correction, and I'll fix that whatever. Then they'll say, oh, add this, and then I did that, and then I send it to them, and then they say, okay, it's perfect. Then I put the final touches on it, and I send it to them, and that's it. So that's how it worked for me, and they had to compensate me for that. But I was thinking to myself, like, well, their guy there now can use what I built and maintain it, and then you got to call me and get it and make it. So that's what I mean. So it's very doable, and it's not hard. It's sometimes, depending on how big it is, it's a little consuming time-wise, but once you get it to work, it's stable and it's good. So being small may be the exact reason why you need one, or the exact reason why you should do that. So in closing, all right, yeah, so that's not really in closing, but I wanted to get that across. So think about it, right? So if you're running a small business and you're relying on paper, emails, and memory to manage operation, there's a better way. Start simple, do a Google form, do a Google sheet, basic automation, and you might be surprised how far it'll take you, right? And again, I'm on here to get more clients, of course, more MSP clients, so I can manage more systems and so on. But you don't have to really call an MSP for some of these things, right? And like I always said to you guys, I talk about small businesses and what's happening with technology and stuff like that. A lot of things you're going to be doing in the cloud anyway. A lot of your operations, a lot of your mission critical stuff is going to be in the cloud. And you're going to be working via the internet to tap into something. And then you're going to be, you might have like on the ground, like say for instance, you're doing inventory, like I'm doing this one. I'm building actually an app for inventory to keep track of what I have in my quote unquote warehouse. So you build it up for that. You got to go buy an inventory app or purchase an inventory app. You can even build one in Google Sheet and get a scanner that can scan, and you still do inventory that way. And if you think about this stuff too, there's probably templates out there that can help you with this stuff also. So again, none of this stuff is impossible. Just play around with it. I'm encouraging you to play around with it. I would like it if a lot of people, we're moving toward a technology educated society where you need to be able to do these things as a basic knowledge, and I think it will be good. Again, AI is coming online and AI is going to be able to do these things. So, right, I'm not negating that. I'm just saying that you should be able to do it. Or it would be good if you can do it, because you can save your company a lot of money. You can, instead of hiring me or MSP to do this, we can do it. I'm not saying I can't because I just a client, but I'm saying you can do it yourself. It's not to just ramble on about this. I'm very adamant about this. Like, I'm not afraid of Google like everybody else is. I know that if stuff is free, you're actually the commodity, right? Like I get that, I understand that concept, but Google has a business workspace where you pay for every month, because I use it in my business, and with that comes a lot of things that people don't check. Just go on Google, just go into web browser and click a little tile with what has your name. A little tile, and you see all the services that you get for free. Is ridiculous, right? And all the stuff is like stuff you can use. A lot of it you can use. I know a client. I have a client that only uses it. That doesn't have any paid subscription for anything. Everything is from that. Invoice, accounting, everything is built in. But again, his business is not heavily regulated. But again, it can be done. You can save a lot of money just using Google. So do it, right? Of course, I'm here as an MSP, and you have your local MSP guys that will help you with this stuff. If you're not computer savvy, or if you're in a heavy regulated situation, and that's fine. You can bring us in, you can bring me in, you can bring somebody else local in, and then they'll help you out. So you might be surprised what you can do on your own, or of course, you can bring us in. And if you've been listening to Act on Tech, where we talk all things technology and how to use it to be more productive. Build smarter, stay intentional, and always stay productive.
Alex Hutchinson is the founder of Alex Custom Tech and the voice behind the Act on Tech podcast. With years of hands-on experience in technology, Alex has built a reputation for making tech simple, reliable, and practical for both small businesses and families. At Alex Custom Tech, the focus is on solutions that actually work, from secure business networking and Wi-Fi systems to VoIP phone setups, smart cameras, and complete backup strategies. Alex believes technology should empower people, not frustrate them, and his company was built on the principle that IT means integrity and trust. Clients count on Alex Custom Tech for everything, from computer repair and upgrades to designing entire business networks to protecting data against modern security threats. Whether it's a one-time project or ongoing support, Alex and his team pride themselves on being approachable, dependable, and committed to helping people stay productive. To learn more about Alex Custom Tech, visit alexcustomtech.com, email info@alexcustomtech.com, or call 8556-686-315.
Hey there, Jersey and Eastern PA businesses. Ready to take your IT game to the next level? Get excited because Alex Custom Tech is coming your way. We're your go-to for IT support, bringing integrity and trust to every service. From network upgrades to virtualization and even relocating your IT setup, we've got you covered. Stay tuned as we put the finishing touches on our new site. Alex Custom Tech, helping your business thrive with top-notch IT support right in your backyard.
Welcome to Alex Custom Tech, your trusted partner for computer service and repair since 2010. We provide professional consulting services to clients throughout New Jersey and Pennsylvania, offering everything from computer repair to network design and installation. Our focus is on building efficient, results-driven professional relationships with our clients. We work with you to create customized solutions that fit your specific needs, whether you're an individual or an organization. Our comprehensive IT consulting services are designed to make your technology work more effectively for you. We provide solutions that meet your business's performance and utilization demands. Because we understand that when your technology doesn't work, neither do you. We specialize in network design and implementation, taking the pain out of network creation, maintenance, and repair. Our team understands that even minimal downtime can impact your productivity and revenue. That's why we offer 24/7 proactive monitoring and maintenance to strategically optimize and protect your infrastructure. For residential and business clients, we provide affordable and reliable computer repair services, available both on-site and at our location. Our commitment to quality is reflected in our satisfied customers' experiences. We service New Jersey and Pennsylvania. Alex Custom Tech is ready to serve your IT needs. Contact us today at 855-668-6315 or email info@alexcustomtech.com to discover how Alex Custom Tech can help optimize your technology solutions.